Hi everyone, it's Cat's Plus YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to talk about Collingwood. Now this, and this situation of what's happening, right? Now, of course there's no EGM that's going to happen because it got ruled illegal and all sorts of stuff as well. But I'm going to have a bit of a rant. For those who are returning Cat's Magpies, welcome. If you're new to the channel watching this for the first time, like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to post the notification bell on so you know when I'm commenting. Not when I'm commenting, or when I'm posting up my next video. This one shoots me up the wall. For the people that say they want change, right? I'm all for change. I'm truly am. Right? I'm black and white through and through. Okay, but surely the fuck, right, if you want to have change, we want an EGM, tell us what you want change. Tell us, the members and supporters, right, and what you want change, because I don't know what you fucking want. I don't mind in having change. As much as want the ball to me, okay, look, we made a few mistakes. You know, they admitted that they could have handled that well as well, right? The whole stuff about Adam Law, Jane Stevenson, Tom Phillips, right? As much as it fucking hurts. You know, yeah, you know, that they had to, unfortunately get rid of a few players because of the fucking salary cap issues that we had. And we had to get rid of James H. early on. Yes, the club has overpaid some of our players. I get that. But isn't that my two-part question? My question on that is, what would you do if you had senior players who are saying, I want $1 million for 6 or 7 years, or I want this amount for 3 years? Now, some players are willing to sacrifice and stay on less money just to be together as a club, right? But you don't think that we had to rebuild? You don't think that we had to play the kids because we haven't had that much depth? That we had to get picks inside the top 30, like 5 picks within that top 30, and plus we got Nick Dacos on the rise? You don't think that the club had to have this strategy of going through the draft, trading out some of the players because of it? We couldn't get a key forward, yeah? We were struggling to get a key fucking forward at our football club. And I'll tell you why. And because the risk is the AFL brought in free agency, right? So the club has so much money as a salary cap so they can provide for the coaching staff, the players, the administration, and all the rest. So my thing is that for you guys who want change, put yourselves in this situation of a club. Would you run the risk of losing guys like Jordan De Goey, Darcy Moore, or Brody running into another team? Who are we going to get as a ruckman? Now, look, I get that. Okay, Richmond had Nan Curvers. He wasn't a big recruit, right? We all know Nan Curvers isn't a big recruit, but he's on some type of money, right? We all don't know that for a fact. On how much money that he's on. But you don't think that Nan Curvis deserved to be on that money for what he's done for Richmond? Yeah, guys like Dustin Martin, who's getting over $1 million. What was it, for 6 or 7 years? You don't think that he probably either he does or doesn't deserve it? We can all have fucking opinions, and I love that. But if you're going to say, we want an EGM, spill the ball, what the fuck are you going to propose to me? That it's going to come out. If you guys got nothing to fucking say, and you people know who you are on that issue. Alright, you guys know who you are that I'm directing this at. If you don't have a goal, if you don't have a plan that we can stick to it, and you want to have a board spill, then maybe you shouldn't be saying anything at all and shut your mouths. Yes, the board has made some mistakes, but it's not always the board. Don't forget, we got Dane Beams back, and that hurt us. But were we expecting that to happen? In all honesty, were we expecting Dane Beams for this? Were we expecting... Okay, we didn't pay Dale Thomas $700,000. He went to Carlton, and we offered him $400,000 or something. So that tells me that no, we're not gonna. It's not worth that risk. But that's the problem. You guys don't know what goes on inside. You guys don't know what goes on inside the four walls of a football club. Alright, the amount of shit that was happening. Jeff Brown had his chance to come out and said, I'll take over as president. He didn't do that. Now, he is such a... The words I'm trying to look for here on this, because he's a bit of a shifty bastard. Because him and his puppets are causing his shit. And yet he has backed down from the EGM. So that ain't going to happen now. Right, because of a member. If you don't come out and tell me what your plan is, or what you want to see for the club, then shut up and don't say anything. So, if you want an EGM to spill the board, what sort of changes would you make? Who you want in? That way we can all have a say. Don't be like Carlton, because Carlton are doing the same thing. And one of them, one of the Carlton greats have come out and has said that they want this life member, to stop with the EGM. That's threatening to have an EGM to spill the board. Now, yeah, you know, it's good to have people fresh on the board. I get that. But let me say this. Why does it have to be Collingwood people, number one? Why can't we have someone on the outside that can come in and go, okay, there are better ways of doing this. Let's have it this way. Let's get the right protocols in place, right? The do better report. And as much as I don't like that happen, as much as, yeah, we did the right thing by doing that, but do you see other clubs doing that now? No, we don't. They're not getting criticised. They're not going to sit around and have a do better report because otherwise they get crucified by the media. So, why you want to have so much talks of having an EGM and you're allowing the media to get this story and then push it further out, which can affect the people inside the club. That's disrespectful. That is clearly disrespectful to our football club. And this is my football club as well. I don't care who runs it, as long as they do a good job. If they fuck up, they fuck up. As long as they come out and admit that they made a mistake, I'm all for that. I'm all for, like, we all make mistakes. It's how we learn from our mistakes. It's how we become the bigger person in life by growing up and going, okay, I'm not going to make the same mistake again. We want to be better. I don't know Mark Corder at all, right? I don't know what he's like inside the club or outside. Spoken to Paul Curry, he seems like a nice bloke. I really do like him down at the club. I think he's one that we needed. For sure, he has to be on the board. But for some of you fans, and I'm going to be, and this might sound as it is, but for some of you fans to say that we shouldn't have somebody who begs for another team onto our board and telling that person they should piss off, that's a bit disrespectful. Alright, you don't know the qualifications that she's got. So how about you shut the fuck up, you let these people do their job, and if they just currently be on the board for a couple of years, give them a chance to absolutely do their jobs. And if they fuck up, they fuck up. As I said, we all make mistakes in life. It's how we learn from that. I make mistakes and I'm not perfect. But I learn from that mistake. I try not to make that same mistake again. Because then if I make the same mistake and again, clearly I haven't learned from it. We all screw up in life. That's a fact. Let's not hound these people to a poke. To that board member, if you felt unhappy in 2018, come out and say it then. Don't say it when we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic that you're going to get all these signatures and the hands are getting thrown out and Jeff Brown pulls out of fucking trying to overshadow Mark Porter. Right? The club picked the right person to be involved. Right? Eddie was there for this time that this has happened. Right? Eddie was there for this time that this was happening. At the end of the day, the board aren't there all the time. The football department is. The list managers and the list management decisions are there. Now, the coaches are on it, but it's not all about money on how they think we can handle a salary cap. So before I'm going to get criticised for this, and I'm quietly happy to defend this, as much as I'm going to push this on. Come out. If you want change, if you want an EGM, tell us what you want as change. And tell us who you think. If you're going to have all Collingwood people and no one else that can come through our club, then that says a lot about you. I'm pretty sure if you get people that work at Woolworths or Aldi's, do you think that the other company, that company that they work with, care if they do their food shopping at a different supermarket? Do you think they give a fuck? Yes, you get discounts and members because you work there, but you don't always have to buy something from them. Sometimes it's called, okay, you shop around because you know that some stores have different stuff compared to the others, compared to the one that you work with, or they might have sales on specials on different days that you go for that. So don't tell me that shit, because that fucking pisses me off. To the point is now that we need to stand as one. We are one big club. The other clubs are going to be fucking laughing at us if we don't get this shit sorted. I don't mind having change. Again, I'm going to repeat this so many times. I don't care if it's changed. Tell me what you want as change. Tell me what sort of goals that we should be doing. Yes, we have to play the kids. Yes, the situation that we're in, that was on our doing. Just remember this. Just remember this. All clubs have the same salary caps. All clubs have to make big calls on players' careers. And the players come and go. including my favourite place, Pendles. He'll come and go at this football club. But one thing for sure, and the people on the board, they'll come and go. But the one thing for sure is us, the fans, the members. The 81,500 fans, the members, will stick by us. We will come and go. Like, there's times when we may not be able to afford a membership. Yeah? And that's true. But our love and support for this club means something to me. Like, that club gets me through my 2 fucking hours of a game. And sure, I drink this because of the boys, yeah? I do. But I love this club. Win, lose, draw, I love this club. And this means something to me. The black and white stripes mean something to me right now. So I think it's fair to say, for the people that are at this club, they will make the best decisions as possible who our next coach is. For the people who say, I don't want Don Pike or Brad Scott in as coach. I like Robert Harvey because, on what he's done. But I'm not there to make that decision. We all agree and disagree on stuff, and that's something that needs to be taken into the account. So, as I'm about to end this video, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm sorry I got a bit emotional and passionate, but it had to be said because the facts are the people are running the club. They've got a coach committee that will run its course. They will get the best possible choice. If Clarkson says no to Collingwood or Carlton and he wants to have a year off, then we have to look for the best available coach. My personal opinion, I think Don Pike will be our coach. The reason why I say Don Pike, if it's not Clarkson, because I would have loved to have Clarkson there, is that he's helped Sydney to where they are now. He's got Adelaide into the finals and got into a grand final. And yeah, he stepped down because they were announcing a review of the football club and what happened at that camp. That put me off. But if the best thing was to get Pike in as a senior coach, I'm all for it. And I'm calling for all of our fans to stick with this coach. Have an opinion on it, but if the club decides that Don Pike is our coach or Brad Scott is our coach, we got to remember Brad Scott took North Melbourne, who had a half decent list, into 2 prelims in a row. Probably more than that as well, with the younger list as well that he had in the 2011 into a final series. I urge you people, you want to have change? Fine. Come out and say what you want to change. If not, piss off and don't say anything. Don't say I want an EGM, but not come out and say what you want. So that's what surely pisses me off now when people say that. Because I want to see this club grow. I want to see premierships. Let us be like Richmond. But until next time. If you want change, tell me how we can change. Because at the end of the day, we're going to have to make decisions on our list. And we're going to make a decision on who's the best coach available for us. Whoever that coach is, I will have an opinion, just like everybody else. But that doesn't mean that I will not go up to that coach and say, hey mate, congratulations on the job. We're going to a different direction, guys. Let's do this. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Post that notification on so you know when my next videos are. Until then, see ya.